Okay, we're gonna do some research using AIDA, and before we do some research, I'm going to tell you what we're researching on and what our topic is. So introduction is we are scenario is we're like COICA development researchers. And our topic is identifying active donors and financial commitments for tuberculosis-related aid projects in Cambodia. And the main research and description is, as a researcher, we want to identify which bilateral and multilateral donors currently report TB-related aid projects in Cambodia and examine the scale of their financial commitments by donor and year. This analysis will help COICA understand the current donor landscape and determine the additional information needed for further engagement. So I have the honor and to use AIDA's tools. AIDA is mainly using data from IATI, which is International Aid Transparency Initiative. So this is the first site. And I played for a little bit, and it's a very well-designed website, very easy to read, and very simple so far from my experience. I'm gonna talk about some of the hardships I found later on towards the end, but at the moment we're not gonna do that. So the first one is we're gonna look for our search strategy. So I'm going to filter. First filter is gonna be location, and I'm gonna write Cambodia, and we're gonna look also time periods for roughly gonna say since 2001 to 2026. And when I was researching about AIDA and for example for sectors, because I was looking around all these different things, I didn't realize sectors were talking about like there's a different way to use digital sectors, and they're just numbers using very quick guides to look for what we're looking for. And since we're looking for infectious disease, I wonder if the infectious disease, it's not here, so I'm going to write the number 12250, and that is the quick code of looking for sectors. And I thought that's really cool. I didn't know this thing existed. So as you can see, location Cambodia selected, and sectors infectious disease selected, and I'm going to hit apply, and we're going to look at what came up. Of course, we're going to use incoming funds, of course, and we're going to go down, down, down to the activities, and the activities is going to show us different projects that are going on currently. And we're just going to go activity titles and have a quick look. So because we did infectious disease stuff like COVID, POPSA, measles, polio vaccine, rotavirus, but I'm looking and I don't really see I don't really see anything about TB. So okay, maybe I didn't search well. Maybe it's in another place. But maybe it's because TB is considered more of a broader health project rather than infectious project. So maybe that's might not show might not show up here. But like I see like World Health Emergencies. Maybe it's there, maybe it isn't. If we look up and just have a quick overview, this is all the budgets about infectious disease that were given to Cambodia during the 5-year period. The most was in 2021. Of course, that's when the corona was at towards its heights, and later on, it's the donations the budget has been significantly lowered, and mainly it's international development of studies, food and agriculture of United Nations, and University of Edinburgh also donated quite an amount. Okay, maybe this wasn't the right one. So let's try and look for another strategy. Okay. Oh, I should also maybe look for. Let's look at filters again. I'm gonna restart again. Let's do year against 5 years, so 2021. Do location again against Cambodia again. But now I'm removing the sectors, and I'm gonna write in the key tuberculosis. I can never spell this right. Or tuberculosis, and also write TB. And I'm gonna do search. Now we're gonna see again. I don't know why it does this, but I'll tell that later towards my overview of the site. Now again, go back. 2021 locations Cambodia, and check apply, and now it was 800,000. Now because we lowered it, okay, lowered it. Now it's gonna shrink to 3,500 seconds. Still a lot, but much more manageable. If I'm looking, doesn't really show a lot. Anything I can find about TB, which is kind of concerning. I still think TB might be still too broad, because it could be part of different health projects, and different organizations might just put it slowly, but there might not be a dedicated project for TB, which is a shame, I think. Like I said, I might have missed it. Still nothing about TB. Aid report. Okay, let's get rid of one TB and just do tuberculosis, and still nothing. Okay, so when I was researching, and this was a very common thing. It was very hard to find what I needed. I don't think I properly found anything about TB, which I think is a shame. Okay, let's do a new. So we're gonna do again Cambodia, year again. Now we're gonna do sectors 1, 2, 2, 2, 0, which I did some online research, and it's about basic health care. Maybe this and 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Maybe that will help basic health care, and there's nothing. Wow, that's kind of concerning. So there's no countries in the world is donating to Cambodia about basic health care. Okay, not what I hoped for. Again, let's try tuberculosis again and see if it shows up, and nothing. So I don't know why they do this sometimes, but it happens. Okay, let's go back to location insight. Go to Cambodia, and incoming funds. Let's try TB once more. Okay, now having a bit more, but I still have to do all the manual punctuation of finding information. Okay, now I use a different way. Now I found more things about TB, but these are under multiple countries. Oh, okay, there. It says multiple countries here, but the location just talks about Cambodia, which is good for us. Then we can it's, oh God, great. It's good for us. Now we're gonna look at. Let's look at this data source. Okay, we're going to analyze now one of the sources we found that talked about TB, but also other diseases. For facility operational resilience and healthcare are able to deliver HIV, TB, malaria service and transmission to the elimination of mother-to-child transmission of syphilis and hepatitis B by 2025 and 2030, respectively. Cambodia, July, is published by the Global Fund to Fight AIDS. Okay, now we're going to just briefly look at this. It has the activity identifier and the activity title, which is what I just read. Identifier, I think, is just a numeric number to find it easily. And this type of organization is a PPP, public-private partnership. And the name is the Global Fund to Fight AIDS, Tuberculosis, and Malaria. Descriptions right here in English. And objectives, very quick synopsis a summary of what they're hoping to achieve and look for. And if you go down to the activity details, this activity is closed. The scope is national. Collaboration type is bilateral. Aid type is not available. Financial type, standard grant. Flow type, ODA. And tied status is untied. And hierarchy is 1. Now we're going to look at the activity dates. And the start date was November 1st of January. Also the planned date is the same. The date extra is not available, but the planned end plan is 2023 12/31. So either this is telling me it's closed as activities class, or on a hiatus. Maybe they're going to come back and for more research and determine maybe they should do more if they're going to send more money to this organization here, department, portfolio. And I think this is really cool. This is a table of transactions. So you have the transaction types here. So for example, the latest one is 2025, which is interesting because you said its planned date, it's closed, so it's still happening until last year. This description is Global Fund Commitment to KHMSMEFPO1. No idea what that means. And the provider is the organization, the Global Fund to Fight Malaria, TB, AIDS, and the receiver is the Cambodia. It doesn't really. If I can make it bigger, I can download. So I'm going to download the SUV, and it's going to pop up. Okay, not important. Okay, this is not working. I do apologize for that. Once. Okay. Okay, it's not really showing me, but I'm assuming it's the Ministry of Health. I might be wrong. Let's see if this also helps. No, okay, but it's good to know I can download this site, this part, and I believe you can download almost everything. Maybe not. Okay, you can share everything. Either way. And it tells you how much money was sent, how much money was lost in the investment. And usually there's some other data available, but this one has no related activities. Excuse me. So now it's just one. And let's do another example. Again, I'm going to talk about this later. Let's talk about, let's find, okay, let's do TB data, impact assessment, and communication hub. This one's by USAID. Now this one's, last one was PBP, this one type is now government. And this one, this is subnational, multi-level, first level administration area, bilateral, standard grant, ODA, and TIDE. So the two, here I'm gonna bring up it really fast. The two okay, here it is. Wait, what? That's not what I wanted. Try this one, right? Okay. The two. This is to have some similarities and some differences, such as tie status and scope, and of course activity status. Now, let's compare again. The Global Fund did a good job describing, providing, and receiving. The USAID has no description, no provider, but only has receiver, but they redacted it. So there's no clear information, and I feel like that could be a mess. I'm going to talk about this later more. So these are just two sites that I found, two data sites. So here is some gaps that I found while navigating this website. It's a very clean website. It's very, I think it's very simple to use if you know what you're looking for. I had to do some homework while using this website. I had to look for like sector numbers that I never knew that was a thing before reading. I had to navigate some things like filter, transaction type, and just some important keywords. Another thing, this website is it's very buggy. So like for example, yeah, let's right here. If I want to go back, it's stuck. It's not letting me load back. Click again, still stuck. Now I'm back here. Remember that I had TB and the filters on, but Afghanistan's coming up, Ukraine's coming up, Palestine's coming up, Sudan. These are things that are not part of my filter. So another gap is the site, like I said, the site is very buggy. So that, when I was using this, it was very frustrating to use. And I feel like other researchers might come across that situation. And my third gap, I think this is very important. Let's just go to this one again. There isn't much information. It's very basic information, if I can say for myself. So like I don't have, I would like a report maybe, or like a link to the report, but there's nothing. There's just a website that doesn't even work. Email, phone number. So I don't know, like, how do I know like what the funds really go through? Like, is it like medical care, like education care, etc. So I thought that was very interesting that I couldn't find that, and it's the bugginess is, I think, for personally, I know it's not important, but I feel like if you're researching for hours and the bugginess, the filtration, oh yes, also the filtration, it's not very clear. Like when I wrote some things earlier, the filter wasn't very helpful, and the sites doesn't really put it underneath like what I need to. I have to use more words and more specifically, but stuff like TB, personally I think it should be pretty instant what I'm looking for. It's not a world beating. It's not that difficult, I think. And I think IATA limitations are like, it's very basic. I think it's not. It's a very good. I think it's a good starting point to get base information. But if you want more details and more values, I think as a quick development, I will use other things because I want to know the report. Of course, I want to know like, what is the money going through? Like, these are just numbers to me. Like, I don't know anything else. I want to get a report. What's happening? Like updates. Like, yeah, even here, like if I do maybe date types, like I'm getting nothing. I want to get some kind of basic information other than just numbers. So I think we need more information in AIDA, and I think AIDA, it's a good basic thing. That's what I'm trying to go through. And it I like this site a lot, but I don't think I'll use it for more research. Sorry for rambling towards the end, but that's just what I've personally found, and I think I don't know what else to look for. This site was so buggy. Like, it took me like 10. Sometimes like I'm in Korea, which is one of the fastest internets in the world, and it still took me 5 to 10 minutes on one page loading up the data. So I think either there's a server issue that I might have, or internet issue on my side, or there's something wrong with the website of AIDA. And the financial. Oh, okay. Let's go back. Anyway, we're just gonna go back to like. Sorry, location donations. Go to C. Let's see, Cambodia. So stuff like this, the networking, it's cool to look at, but I don't think it's too helpful. It's a bit too all over the place. Like, organization's pretty useful. Then I can like determine, oh, okay, that's where all the money and the finances are coming from. And like activities right down here, and just telling us all the different types of activities and projects that's happening in Cambodia. Oh, speaking of TB, one first thing was TB. Okay, that's nice. But yes, I think if I was personally researching, I think I would have used something else. Sorry for rambling towards the end. Thank you.